All right, here we are with Exalted versus World of Darkness, City of the Bull God, Season 1, Episode 1. We are in August 2021, and today with me here we have
Brendan as the GM for the game.
Peter as Sir Rigel Star, the Celestial Censor as Solar Twilight.
Devin as End of Sadness of the Infernal Exalted.
Holden as Layla Church, Infernal Exalted.
And Sam as Rowan, a No Moon Lunar.
It's all you now, Brandon.
All right then, guys. Yeah, I figured. All right then, guys. So, you all are on a trip from London up to Loch Ness in Scotland. Devin, if you would, I believe that you were talking about how that this trip is going and how that you've made a bunch of plans with your Exalted buddies here. What exactly does this look like?
Okay, so for the road trip, I got us an RV. There's a type of RV you can get that is towed by a semi-truck, is 55 feet long, has 2 floors, California King, foldable queen, jacuzzi on the second floor, 2 showers, full kitchen, bunch of TVs. It has a lot of amenities. Anyway, it cost $250,000, so I stole one. They're around. And then I made the semi-truck cab alive, so it would drive itself, so no one has to drive on the road trip. And then I got us a U-Haul truck with just a bunch of my supplies in it. Stuff for me, don't worry about it. There's probably a guy or two in there. The truck's also alive. And then we got our blocker cars. So in the front, we have a police interceptor with its lights. It's not on yet. And behind us, we got a city roadworks vehicle with the giant orange arrows to telling you when to pass. And that is our convoy for the road trip. Oh, all the windows have been tinted black. All the plates have been taken off, and I've repainted everything. So it's a little harder for us to people to see us. But road trip.
We're going glamping.
Road trip indeed. So you all are, I assume, hanging out in the RV at the moment. On your way, as I mentioned, from London up to Scotland. It's a 10-hour trip from London to Loch Ness, if I recall, from looking at Google Maps. And so what does that look like? You guys are all hanging out on the inside. Like, where's everybody's, I guess, preferred place to hang out? Like, what kind of things are you guys doing to shoot the shit?
Well, I'm definitely hot tubbing, and don't be weird about it. I'm wearing a bathing suit.
I think Rowan, at this point, is just having his hands in his head because he was just going to take public transit up, and now this happened. He'll eventually read a book.
As far as possible from the hot tubbing, wherever. If that's on the roof, then so be it.
Oh,
I do just read a book somewhere.
All right. So sometime after that, you guys have passed the border of Britain into Scotland, but just a little bit before Loch Ness, you all do hear the sounds outside that has kind of approached your motor convoy of the sound of sirens.
Oh my God! What kind of sirens?
Police sirens.
Oh wow! Someone's in trouble. We'll let them pass. We'll put on the little pass sign for the public works car.
Who's driving this thing?
Didn't you mention it was driving itself?
Yes, but who'll be officially driving it?
That's a very good question. I don't.
That's probably the source of the sirens, then. Reports a phantom RV barreling down the highway.
Oh, damn the silence.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack open one of the windows and poke my head out and see if it looks like they're heading off somewhere else, or if they're after us, or what.
They are at the back end of your convoy and seem to be giving that that cop signal to pull over. That they want to talk to you.
Are you sure this thing isn't stolen, right?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't really known Sadness very long.
I wouldn't be
I'm
surprised.
back. I got disconnected.
Sadness. There's some cops. I think you can see them from up there.
All right, I'll come on down. What are they driving next to us?
Sort of behind us with the sirens and the flashing lights and the whatnot.
All right, I'll speak aloud to the RV. Despair 7. Reply. That's the AI I make everything alive with.
You named your AI Despair?
No, it named itself Despair 7. And me.
It named you Despair 7. Never mind.
Yeah, when it crawled up inside of me. You know, like you guys did, right? You guys all got that voice, right?
What?
We'll cover that later. Despair 7, answer. It's just a computer. It can answer. I don't know, man. Check the local police scanners. Is there anything going on we should know about?
Yes, sir. Checking local scanners. There's a little bit of background ambient computer noises as that it then comes back with a reply. Local constabulary appears to be following this convoy. Request further commands.
Yeah, have a bomb threat called in on the other end of the area, so they'll have to go to that. Like, just somewhere far away from here. You figure it out.
Wouldn't it be easier to just, pull over?
And talk to cops? I mean, all right. All right, cool. All right, no, we're pulling over. Don't do that other thing. I command you not to. Car, pull over. I don't know how to drive, guys. It's going to pull over however it pulls over.
I assume that with that, the entire
convoy... You guys can tell it to do stuff, too.
The entire convoy also pulls over with you.
Yeah. There's, yeah.
You bring
So
your call to be many the other parts of the convoy?
What do you mean? They're self-driving cars. Should I have put someone in the passenger seats or the driver's seat?
Probably.
I mean, to pretend that there's someone there, yes.
Well, I didn't expect police to pull over a police car. It's never happened in my life.
Yeah.
So you guys pull over onto the side of the road, and out of the cop car comes a single, like average-looking white Scottish guy in a yellow vest and black slacks, and he looks probably pushing it his late 40s. He's got like the white going on and like a really like just pure white mustache, and he just kind of walks up, just kind of saunters over to the semi that is pulling the RV. What do you guys do?
Yeah, there's an accent. I'll walk into the cab and wait, do you guys want me to talk to the cop or do you guys want to do it? Because I'm social. Someone else want this scene?
Yeah, you can have it.
You sure? All right. If anyone wants to join in, feel free. It's not just me here. It's all good. Okay, I'll I'll roll down. I'll have the car roll the window down because buttons.
Did you put anything other than your swim trunks?
No.
Oh God.
Oh, how you doing there, lad?
All right, windows rolled down. Howdy there. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. See, you got this this mighty big convoy here. So, where are you heading?
Oh, we're heading up to. I'm gonna look over to you guys to see if anyone gives me the facial expression to lie or be to lie. Does anyone give that?
No, I mean it's a tourist destination.
Loch Ness.
Layla's got
We're going to find the Loch Ness.
Layla's got an expression that's very difficult to
Oh.
read.
Yeah, I don't really have dots and empathy, so I'm hooched there. Sorry. I'll turn back to the Scottish man and go, we're looking to hunt the Loch Ness Monster. Like, not in a, capture way, in like a, exploring nature way.
Oh, you're going up to see old Nessie there, eh? That sounds
Yeah.
that sounds fantastic. Yeah, I just came by because when you all made a turn about maybe 2 miles back, I noticed that that your blinkers were out, and I wanted to make sure that you knew to get that fixed.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. I'm sorry. I just missed that, I guess, heading on out. Can you show me which blinker it is?
Yeah, of course.
Is that okay to ask? All right, I'll get out with him.
He takes you back. It looks like and shows you the right blinker.
And it's out?
He's not, shitting you.
He is in fact not shitting
Yeah,
you.
like, it's
It's
legitimately out?
legitimately out.
Oh, wow. You know what? I think there's a semi pull up ahead if the map's correct, and we might just pull over and I might just pop that out there.
Well, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that you all were aware of that. Didn't want you to get any fines or anything.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you.
Yeah, no problem. Good luck hunting old Nessie then.
You might just hear about us in the paper. And I'll wait for him to make some distance, and I'll go back into the vehicle.
When he leaves and you say that, he kind of like finger guns at you and gives you a wry smile, and then gets into his car and drives off.
Despair 7, resume journey. It was just the cops, guys. No problem.
Oh, it's just the cops.
I probably put that blinker out when we ran that fence. My bad.
Probably should put.
I thought I caught it, but I got a few spares under the counter here. We'll get it at the truck stop up front. Don't even worry. Just relax. You know what? I think it's party time. I wasn't going to break this out till the return trip, but I'll go under a counter and bring out a mail postman's bag, and it has, cans of beer, pot gummies, stuff, cigarettes, loose cigarettes.
Oh, all right. We probably should have at least somebody sitting in the driver's seat at least then.
Oh, yeah, all right.
I'll do that.
The seats are super comfy. If you look up online this model, they're like theater seats with 18 different points of adjustment and leather.
Then that's probably not going to be too reassuring because the first thing Layla went for was the cigarettes.
Well, better than the beer.
Oh, guys, I'm gonna dump this. I'm gonna back this into the Thames when we're done with it. It's hot. Don't worry about ruining it.
Oh God,
guys! Only the semi truck has a soul. The rest of this is just a trailer.
Hold on,
I'm gonna dump it afterwards. Don't worry about ruining it.
Just as she's got done
Don't
lighting
worry
up.
about
Hold
ruining
on a second. It's what now?
It's hot. So I'm just going to dump it afterwards. Don't worry about ruining it.
You didn't think about mentioning that when we said that we were being pulled over by a cop.
Well, it feels like that would only upset you, so why would I do that?
Yeah, fair enough. Rolling the window down.
By the way, I have every Fast and the Furious movie on Laserdisc.
How old is this van?
Is that not the superior? I don't know. I got a Laserdisc player and a bunch of Fast and the Furious movies on Laserdisc. Someone told me Laserdisc was popular and Fast and the Furious was popular. You guys like that up here, right?
Layla sticks her head out the window, partly in hope of escaping this conversation, partly in hope that maybe a passing power pole will take it clean off.
Hereditary? Don't try to hereditary yourself to escape this road trip.
Honestly, I'm more concerned about the fact that the Fast and the Furious is all on Laserdisc.
How did you manage that?
I paid some guy to do it. He was part of my cult.
Crafts.
Yes. I don't honestly. I don't know why I question things that you say anymore. They tend to be true for some reason.
I mean, these are all like, it's real easy to do all of this. This isn't like, I'm not talking about like ending the world or calling down the moon. This is, I just got some shows for us to watch. It's all good. I didn't think that'd be contentious.
I need to know, have you calculated how difficult it would be to pull down the moon from space?
I don't have that power. I don't know what
Okay.
that is. I can't do
Okay.
that. Well, Despair 7 says I can't do that. He says some people could, but he's very vague on the details a lot of the time.
I'm just checking because you constantly surprise me. And you know, at this point,
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you.
yes,
Thumbs up.
thumbs up indeed.
So, for the rest of the, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hour trip, which of the Wild Speed movies do you watch?
The one where Han Solo dies.
Ah, yes, my favorite of the Fast and Furious.
That's a legitimate movie. That happens in Fast and the Furious.
Wait, what? Really?
You don't know that?
No.
The Fast and the Furious canon introduces a character known as Han Solo, like Han Seoul, like Seoul, Korea. And he's Han Solo, and he dies in one of them.
Oh, was that in Tokyo Drift?
Yeah, it's in Tokyo
Okay.
Drift. But he's in other movies. He shows up in movies after he dies, but canonically before he dies.
Mind blown. So, you guys watch Wild Speed X3 Tokyo Drift. I had to put that in there because that's what they're called in Japan.
Are they
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, they really are.
Oh no.
It's amazing. It's the best.
Looks like someone got a dub
Seriously, though,
version.
but you guys also... But, like, circling back to that previous thing, you guys, you know, you have like a thing in your head, right?
You mean a brain? Yeah, one of those.
Well, yeah, but you guys have like the voice, right?
I mean, everyone has a voice in their head.
No, I just go talk to the owl spirit.
Okay, I'm not talking about self-narration. Yeah, owl spirit. See, you got a voice in your head. Owl
No,
spirit.
I have to
fucking
go
knew it.
to another world
Knew it.
to talk to the owl.
A magical other world inside the realm of imagination. I know how it is.
Yeah, I
Look,
think
I
we
can-
got some brownies that do that in the bag.
I mean, I have had some of them, yes.
Yeah.
But no, I could take you there.
Some of those. I mean, that sounds great.
I mean, that was my
We
plan.
should talk about that, sure. But like, seriously, none of you guys are going to admit that you have a voice in your head. Like, I know some of you have voices in your head. Uh-huh. All right, we're going to play the not admitting we have voices in our head game. Fine. I know it comes with the power set. I know it comes with the power.
So this leads me to an interesting question then. What does End of Sadness's voice in his head sound like?
Frank Welker's Soundwave.
You know what? Fair.
Like, not the cartoon one, the more aggressive one he's been using in the later years because he's getting old. Like, whatever voice you'd assume that the Vider of Null Space would have, which I always imagine would be Frank Welker's Soundwave.
Oh, the dread gear. How about Layla?
Yeah.
What's her voice in the head?
That's someone
Yes.
telling me that this is a bad idea.
I feel like nothing bad has even happened yet. We've just been hanging out.
To be fair, it's nothing has bad yet happened. Sorry, those brownies are hitting me.
Oh no.
Yeah, let us know when the other world shows up, mate.
No, I can literally take you to the other world. See, my plan was to go to the Loch Ness, see if there was little a spirit gate. I can see those.
Uh-huh.
And then, we go through it.
I mean, there will certainly be
Yeah, that sounds great. I want to do that.
there'll certainly be at least the spirit of the Loch Ness monster there.
I mean, cards on the table, I assumed we were going to find nothing. So hearing that there is stuff there, loving
Well,
it. What a great
I
trip.
don't know if there is. That's the whole point of this semi-vacation. I want to see if the...
Ah,
I want to believe.
I mean,
semi.
if you knew that you would find something, then you wouldn't be hunting cryptids, then it wouldn't be a cryptid.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's Big Cat or anything. We're
Yeah, we're not hunting grassmen or yowlers. You guys don't hunt snagelgasters up here?
Is that some kind of Harry Potter shit?
No. No, TRF Rowling did not put that in her books. It's an animal. The snagelgaster.
Yeah, does it have a voice in its head too?
You sure?
I don't know. It's like a bird lizard.
You sure it's the Snollygoster?
Isn't it like a dinosaur?
I mean, I've heard it both ways.
Anyway, no, mate.
Oh no, it is in Fantastic Beasts. No, I did look it up. It is. No, you're right.
Shame.
Yeah, I never heard no Snaggle.
I'm going to look at my phone because my phone Googled it, and it's all like, oh no, you're right. No, my phone did a Google. Yeah, you're right. It's an HP. It's a HP Potter
Did
creature.
you just almost say H.P. Lovecraft?
I can't really keep these books straight anymore. They're getting real different.
Ooh. So, as you guys are continuing going up, I know that at least one of you has at least a little bit of occult knowledge, considering that your parents aren't exactly normal people. So, Rigel, would you mind giving me a intelligence and occult roll to see if you know any of the sordid history of Loch Ness?
Boy.
Oh no.
Boy,
does he. He's so good at that.
Do I want to use my excellency on this? I guess I'll pass. I just have, 10 dice. That's good enough. That's 6 successes.
Well, with that many successes, you know that Loch Ness is home to not only the cryptid of Nessie that everyone has been thinking about exists since 1933, but it also had a sordid history starting at just around the turn of the century when the most evil man in the world, Aleister Crowley, bought a manor right off the shores of Loch Ness in 1899.
Mm-hmm.
And according to some of your knowledge that you've gained over the years, he once actually tried to perform a black magic ritual that was interrupted for some reason, where that he might have tried to bind 12 dukes of hell to his manor in an attempt to commune with angelic beings.
Oh boy. Well, that's a fun stuff to relate to everybody else.
All right. Well, that sounds like a thing we could
So
investigate.
are they there now? You said he attempted to do it. Did he succeed?
I don't think so. At least, the official history don't say anything about it. Otherwise, things would be very different. Probably have to talk with the local mages.
I feel like this would have caught the news.
Well, for what it matters, it is said that the groundskeeper of his estate up there did suffer many tragedies after his attempt was made.
So is that place still up there?
It actually, the ruins of it are. It caught fire back in 2015.
That sounds more interesting than looking at a big old lake.
I mean, it's right by the lake, so.
Are we talking like the south of the north end? Or...
Google Maps. Oh, which one is that, GM?
It is the Bolskin House, which is on the about southeast part of the loch.
Oh, so it's like literally on the loch.
Yeah, it's literally on the loch.
Oh, wow. That's
There's
great.
some camping grounds there. Neat.
Well, I guess we know where we're going then.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. We'll pull up around one of the camping grounds, rent out a lot, bed down there, and then we can go investigating.
It's...
Perfect.
Wait, no, I thought we were investigating if Nessie's alive or real.
But that all takes place on the loch, right? So we'll just camp out on the
Oh.
loch. That makes
Okay.
sense.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right. To a city that I cannot pronounce. Bolskinine.
You're going to get that a lot in
Yes.
Scotland. It's going to be a recurring theme, I feel.
Yeah, I'll at least give it a shot here. It looks like it's near Inverfarigig. I don't know how to pronounce that. And Foyers. I know that word.
Good old Inverfarigig.
Oh dear.
Inverfarigig. I apologize to any listeners from actual Scotland.
I feel like
we're
we're
going to
gonna
completely fuck your country shit up in this game.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about my terrible Scottish accent.
Amazing. It didn't seem that bad. It seemed pretty good.
Thank you. So anyway, is there anything else you guys would like to accomplish in this scene of chatting with each other in the RV before you all find a spot on the loch to set up?
Yeah. Do you guys want to, I don't know, talk about your backgrounds at all
We
around
should
me?
probably describe our characters.
Ask questions about our capabilities. So, just as a reminder, there is an intro episode that happens before this where we will describe our characters in a lot of detail. And it's also okay to do it here in the first episode because it hasn't been recorded yet, and we should remind ourselves what we look like. Who would like to go first?
Just to do it in that order that was pasted.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Radial, he's a white dude in his 40s. He's good looking, like a stubble beard going on, some dark brown hair. Like he usually wears a nice gray suit, some brown overcoat, and yeah, that's his thing. He's like, excellent list.
Okay. Anything else about them we'd want to know?
Looks wise, I don't think so.
Okay. I guess I'm next, and mine's not quite as succinct as yours. So, End of Sadness is average height, pretty average appearance, like average build. Like, nothing really stands out body-wise as far as like any one spectrum or the other. But their body's covered in electrical scars that also look like cuneiform and circuitry patterns. Their teeth are made of chrome. Their fingernails are mirrored. Their pupils are octagonal instead of circular. And when they speak, they slightly auto-tune. They have their caste mark permanently on their brow in opalescent color. That's that symbol of Typhon octagon symbol. And yeah, that's the baseline description for what they look like. Like black, messy hair, nothing really special done to it. They cut it themselves or someone cuts it for them. They don't really wear shirts a lot. It's mostly pants and like sweatpants, or not sweatpants. Sweatpants are horrific. Like cotton pants or like parachute pants, like big, comfy cloth pants. No shoes usually.
Sorry, I'm just like stuck
That's
on the
it.
no shoes detail.
I have Soak 11 sometimes.
Walking on broken glass.
Yeah, it doesn't bother
God
me.
damn it, now I've got Annie Lennox stuck in my head.
Radiant sunshine.
So Layla's mid-20s, two-tone hair, will be dyed in 2 different colors pretty much every story. So thrift store punk rock fashion, usually held together by a very old but real leather jacket covered in band pins.
Can I ask a question about Layla's jacket then?
Shoot.
What's her favorite band pin on there?
Probably she's got a Misfits pin with Pride of Place on the breast. So
Excellent. I feel like that what pins you have on the jacket really says a little bit about the character.
Rowan is in his young 20s, and you can pretty much pin him as an art student. He has a sense of fashion, but you don't know what that sense is. It's just kind of a mess. I'm kind of imagining, like, you remember that terrible Pokemon trainer from Sun and Shield? Like that, but just one step less obnoxious.
Which terrible
yeah,
trainer?
that's what I was going to ask.
Oh, maybe I'll have to get a picture of it. Give me a second.
Is it the guy who was the
That's okay.
champion?
I think so.
He's my favorite. He's so extra.
Oh my god. What is wrong with
One
you?
One less.
What happened?
There's Paisley involved.
One iteration, one, like...
Googling frantically.
I mean, like, I kind of love
Fucking
it.
Leon?
Wait. No. I'll get back to me that.
I mean, he's Leon in my head now, so you probably want to get that corrected as soon as possible.
It was the psychic one. The one that looks like a... It's supposed to be a joke.
No,
No, you're fine, bud.
we're not... Do you mean Avery from Sword and
Yes.
Shield?
Avery.
Oh.
I was making a joke.
God.
No, definitely not Avery. He has a coat. It has Paisley in it. It's a sense of fashion.
Okay.
It's wrong. There we go.
Because I was really on board with Avery for a moment here. I'm like, holy shit, I thought I was the most out there one. This is amazing. There's a top hat and shorts and a rough and
I was
ball.
considering taking the antlers and hiding it with a top hat. So
Okay,
I mean, that's a good
fantastic.
consideration. You trust your instinct.
I might do that.
Always trust your instincts.
Looks like fucking glam Doctor Who. Jesus Christ.
Come on, laddie, we're going on an adventure.
Doctor Who, if they weren't... It'd be Doctor Who if it wasn't teasing you about the LGBT representation.
Ah. So anyway,
Right.
All right, then. So with character descriptions out of the way, and knowing now that I can just attack End of Sadness's feet because shoes are not a thing, you all eventually, after way too many watchings of The Fast and the Furious on Laserdisc, arrive at Loch Ness.
I gotta say, I don't really get these movies, but I'm glad you guys enjoy them.
Who said that we enjoyed them?
Newspapers, British people like The Fast and the Furious.
They weren't
British
too bad.
people. The conglomerate British person.
Did Layla say they're not too bad? I'll gesture like...
ah, 1 in 3 British people.
That's 30%.
It's not my fault I'm the only one in this bus with taste.
I mean, in fairness, Sadness could have made you all just watch Bridgerton for 10 hours on repeat.
Is that like Tenant? Because I saw Tenant and I didn't like it. Is Bridgerton like Tenant?
No, Bridgerton is one of those period dramas that my wife likes.
Just watching Downton Abbey.
Like, I did like Downton Abbey. It's just, it's a little sad after a while. Also, the rich people are incompetent.
Aren't they always?
Fuck. In the show, Ponzi himself almost Ponzi schemes them. Anyway.
Loch Ness.
So you all arrive at Loch Ness. I assume that you guys left at a decent enough time that you'll still have light enough out to set up your whole camping get up and have some time to just kind of look around and enjoy the scenery.
Well, we left early enough that the Femori can set that up.
Oh, excuse me. The
When
Femori can go and set all of that up.
Thanks, guys. There's cocaine in the van. Feel free.
So you have a bunch of Femori who are a part of your cult and helping out. Are there any that stick out as the leader of this group?
Funnily, yeah, one of them's the leader. Let's say that they are the old grandpa chef that I turned out I didn't need because someone here has 20 dice to cooking.
All right, let me think of a grandpa voice real quick for you.
Hey, little Sonny.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, but it's also got to be British. Will that be all for you, sir?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the setup. I appreciate it. You guys like take a nap, hang out. You know, we got games and movies. You guys like Fast and the Furious, right?
Oh, it's one of our favorite movies. We love it because it's all about family.
Yeah, you don't turn your back on family, and I'll let him do the other part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well you'll get it eventually. It's all good. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. I love
family's
you.
the strongest.
No, you know what? It's fine. You'll get to that part. It's
In
great.
the
Dom,
background,
he'll
Layla
teach
is
you.
contemplating drowning herself in the loch.
The Femori go off after setting up all of your camping equipment and go do what that cults do in the background of, I guess, keeping the locals and other campers away from their master, unless, of course, you wanted random people to approach you all.
we're gonna tell them that this is like a celebrity thing, and then they have to keep their distance because we got like I don't know what's a famous UK celebrity. Princess Diana's on board, so we don't want anyone coming on to like interrupt her vacation. And then I'll walk off.
I feel like that might be a problem right there.
You know what? They're good at improvising.
No,
so
yeah,
I'll let
I
them
like that.
improvise.
Let's roll with it.
Okay, so you tell them. So the Fomori are going to tell all the travelers and other people that Princess Diane is here. All right, we're going to deal with that later.
Well, they're not gonna just. Okay, they're professionals. They're not gonna just say it. No bodyguard would just say you can't come here. You know, Cher is secretly here on vacation. They'll just be like, I'm sorry, it's a private affair. If they push it, like, I'm sorry, we can't disclose royalty doing stuff. The princess wouldn't like it, or something like that. You know, they're not gonna just. You know, they're not like someone who dress up like a time traveler day. The worst asshole on dress up like a time traveler day is the guy that woke us up and it's all like, I'm sorry, what is that? And you're like, it's a billboard. And they're like, oh, we don't have those. And then he looks at you in the year I come from, and you're like, oh, what a fucking asshole.
What an asshole.
They're not
indeed.
like that.
Okay, so you have pretended to be British royalty, but we're not going to disclose who. We shall see what happens.
But maybe you'll find out in the tabloids.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the lock is before you, and I assume that you guys parked close enough to Bolskine House to be able to do some looking around at this point. Which would you guys rather check out first, the lock itself or the burned out corpse of a manor that once housed Aleister Crowley and a few other popular people?
Well, as I do have the charm, I have Eyes of the Cat, which allows me to see otherworldly emanations, so glimpses of powers and other worlds. Basically, which one shines the brightest? It looks like I do have to do a roll for this. Just a second.
Well, that's cool.
Yes. Where did my dice roller go? Where did all my stats go? I'm going to sing a song. Okay, that's 9 dice. I think it's difficulty 7 and 3.
You said 3 successes?
3 successes. It allows me to see the aura of power emanating from places of otherworldly or supernatural energy, such as nodes, cairns, freeholds, or haunts. They are visible from essence miles away. So since I'm essence 1.
Oh, you're absolutely within a mile of this place. I assume that you all would have parked close enough to both. So, using Eyes of the Cat to discern which areas have more supernatural juice to them, there is a faint aura emanating across the whole lock that you can see. It is shimmering as if that there is a little bit of maybe latent energies on there that helps, that kind of discerns it from the rest of the world and shows that stuff is there. But when you turn your vision towards the manor, it is like this decrepit, like, essence that looks almost like I don't want to say evil in nature, but it has a very dark tone to it that is a much stronger than what the lock is putting off.
So good news.
As a question,
Go ahead.
is the manor the thing that's like the way its energy comes across? Is it a place of desolation?
Considering its history and the fact that it burned down under mysterious circumstances, I would certainly say yes.
Okay, good to know.
So yes, everybody, hello. good news, the lock is magic, but the castle is completely magic and hella haunted. Maybe with ghosts.
Oh man, that's amazing.
All right, I'm gonna go back and get some of those brownies.
They're very good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can go to the castle, but it's very evil. I'm.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know if I'm.
wafting evilness across me. It's very distasteful.
All right, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know how I. It does. All right, cool. All right, yeah. Then yeah, let's. Who wants to do spooky castle or non-spooky? So what is a loch? Is it just a lake?
Yes, it's a lake. It's right there. You can go dip your toes in it if you want.
Oh, I don't know what I expected. I guess when I heard Loch Ness, I thought it.
Yes, it's a long lake.
I don't know what I expected. Huh. I'm good with either. You know, whoever's excited for what the most.
Well, I mean, it is hella haunted, and nice magic will stay there. So maybe we should go for evil magic to make sure that we're not eaten in the night.
Well, that makes sense to me. Rigel, Layla, what do you guys think?
So we're basing this pronouncement off of what exactly?
Oh, I can see it. Can you not? Oh, yeah, you probably can't. So I can show it to you if you want.
I mean, I'm going to take you at your word for it.
No, that sounds good. Yeah, sure. Show us.
All right. Then I will use the lore speaking method to literally show them exactly what I've seen in a waking dream. Using the charisma that I, as a player, do not have, my character describes a wonderful word painting that wraps around the willing who wishes to listen to it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is excellent
Oh
showmanship.
shit! Yeah, that sounds dope.
You literally are witnessing it as I describe it.
That's a cool peyote trip.
And it doesn't cost essence.
Oh my god, this would be amazing effects.
Don't die here, though.
So anyway,
All right,
Holy
all right.
shit.
Castle is clearly haunted.
No, yeah, that's haunted as fuck. Wow. Do you see shit like that all the time? Is that how you
Well,
work?
I have to try. It's like it's in the corner of your vision, and then you have to turn your eyes towards it and look at it with a very. You normally can't see it. It's like it doesn't want to be seen. I don't. This is all very new to me. It's very hard to describe, but
No, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Layla's like got her sunglasses up
Fascinating.
on her forehead and she's trying to squint. It's not really working.
Wait, so that's kind of like your eyes are curly in photographs or curly in cameras.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Carly, and that's like ghost hunting.
Yeah. Okay, Rigel knows.
Read about it in a book last year.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, yeah, no, you got to keep up with all the recent tech if you want to be successful out in the field. It's a whole thing, right?
Sure.
So, you guys want to go and approach the spooky burned down manor then?
Yeah,
All
but
right, Evil
what
Castle.
time abouts is it?
Oh, I would certainly say for dramatic effect, the sun is probably about to start setting.
All right, do we bring any
This is
torches or
Polaris
anything
is quick.
like that?
Well, I got some equipment in the U-Haul I can bring if you guys are okay with that. I don't want to step on any of your all toes.
I suppose we can grab a torch or two.
Yeah, I can't see in the dark, so.
Yeah, okay. I'll just just pick up my phone, just be like, "You got that?" okay, put it down, and we have some flying drones with like flashlights on them and night vision. They'll show up. I brought them in the U-Haul. They have souls.
Yes.
Do these guys help? They have night vision. You could see it on this iPad here.
I mean, they have.
Or your phone.
Layla just pulls out her phone and just uses the light on it.
Oh. If you want your phone to have a soul, I can do that.
Please don't talk to my phone.
It's probably for the best. All right.
Hey, we take our flashlights and go.
All right.
Yeah, Brandon, I'll have one of those Boston Dynamics spot dogs also deploy and trail us from the back end just in case we need something that can haul.
All right, fantastic. So with torches in hand, you all head up towards the burned out manor of the burned out manor of Bolskin up on the loch. So when you guys get about
like moleskin,
yeah,
okay.
At least that's how I'm reading it. So when you guys get about 50 feet from the manor grounds, there is a fence that has been erected for construction crews to come through and try and fix some of the burned out parts of the house. It looks like it's been here for a while and that people have kind of not been putting their best foot forward towards trying to get this haunted ass place fixed up.
Fair enough. Is the fence impassable?
Why don't one of you give me a perception alertness roll?
Uh-oh. All right. Anyone other than me.
I guess I can do that. I have 8 dice in that.
My God.
The fence doesn't have barbed wire or anything over the top of it. Like, this isn't America. But it is a fence, so like you would have to jump it. It's maybe like 7 feet tall, or climb it at the very least.
I rolled a success.
If we had bolt cutters, could we?
8 successes. Okay.
A success. 1.
Oh, a success. I thought you said 8. I'm sorry.
No, 'cause
Either one is extreme.
With 1 success, it takes you guys a little bit of looking around to find some things in the fence, but eventually there is a small hole that anyone who isn't too big and bulky could probably crawl through with ease. It's almost like some local teenagers might have cut through here and used this as a dare to come by and maybe do some graffitiing.
awesome.
Are any of us big and bulky?
Well, I don't think I want to crawl, so I can only use craftsman's tools to make my hands into wire cutters and just open it up some more.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Magic.
So
That's fantastic.
My essence, and for the next 8 hours, I've got all the tools I need. So I open it up there, entrance.
Does that mean, wait, if you have all the tools you need for all of your crafting, does that mean I could give you a cup of water, you could boil it and steep tea in it?
Yes.
Like with just your hands?
I think so.
Amazing, I love it.
Just wait till like it's supernal, then I can have heavy machinery out of my anima.
Oh my God.
I can't wait for you to bring a bulldozer or a steamroller out of your anima then. So, with ease.
What was that about construction crew?
Go ahead.
Glorious solar
No,
construction
I just
crew.
saw someone said something about a construction crew. Ah.
Okay, so we go in.
So with ease, Rigel opens up the fence with his hands, cutting through and leaving you all with a perfectly sized doorway to enter into the grounds of Boleskin Manor.
Dun dun dun.
You can just do that the whole time? Do you have like super strength or something?
No, I just, use my hands and things seem to be just very plastic under them.
Huh. Wild.
So what do we see here?
So what that you all see is the burned out corpse of a once great house. The fire has ravaged it to the point that the second story that it might have once had is no longer there, and the wood and everything is tumbling over. The whites of the stone that built the outside are still white, though on the edges you can see sear marks where the fire had caused it to cause some exterior damage. The actual manor itself does have some greenery that appears to be growing out of it, as that nature is coming to reclaim what was once taken from it. There are beams that are kind of precariously moved against some walls, and things that look like they're oh my god. Basically, it just looks like a very burned out house that has not had the clutter cleared out of it for about 4 or 5 years now.
Well, I will direct the drones to like circle the property and give us a map of the exterior in case there's stuff we should be aware of.
I suspect that. Well, I suspect that the all the magical shit is going to be in the other world. This might just be a building here.
Or it might be.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting other worlds exist and you can go there, you were saying.
Yeah,
right.
I can keep.
Huh.
I can catch glimpses of it, and I could probably take you there. This seems like a very seems like a very weak point, but a map might be good. Yes. So, my plan is, if we don't run into anything in the real world, we can just go look at it in the spiritual reflection.
So there's a picture of this place posted, and it is not complex. It's a shell.
I wonder if there'd be anything underground or something like that. Where would the ritual take place?
Oh, well, any place that seems thin.
I mean, if I were doing it, I would be doing a ritual in some sort of creepy castle basement.
Well, I'm not you. We can just do it right next to a tree.
I just meant wherever they were doing their rituals.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, usually things like this have some sort of secret basement to it where you do all the weird stuff you don't want anyone to see.
Well, it'd have to be a secret basement at this point. Everything else is burned to shit.
Layla's hucking rocks over the wall and into the interior, trying to get the ghost to come out. While this conversation is going on.
Unfortunately, your rock throwing does not entice the ghosts.
Roll some performance and then it'll entice them.
Maybe that is it. Maybe if you sing some sort of song, you could attract the ghosts out to answer our idle, curious questions.
It's a boring fucking ghost so far.
All right.
Has anything spooky happened to any of our electronics? Grave encounters slash, I want to say that guy Zach Bagans style?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to think of so I'm just trying to remember some of my dumb unnecessary Crowley lore that is like in my brain.
Oh no.
Well, the storyteller's doing that. The infernal is trying to boost through a window.
So, how much can we lower the gauntlet by just being here slash whatever we do? Doesn't like the Infernals lower it normally? You have to do something for that?
That's
I mean, give me
you're thinking abyssals.
3 or 4 sessions and I'll have that charm.
And there's a charm for that.
Yeah, abyssals are the walking weak point in the gauntlet or in the shroud.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I can do my Twilight stuff lowered by 2, and I guess that's the extent of what we can do at the moment.
I feel like the gauntlet number is not going to be something that's going to be our enemy.
I mean,
We could probably make our way through it, even without tricks.
Yeah, no real reason not to knock it down, but yeah.
It does make the roll a
Oh,
bit easier.
absolutely.
yeah.
I'm on the pro knocking the gauntlet down side.
Until the sweet ghost shows up, and they go like, nope. Well, but at least that means we can just slam down their face with it. Yay, Twilights.
So, as far as where that rituals would take place in this, I don't believe that Bolskin House actually has a basement, but I cannot pull up any schematics to say otherwise off the top of my head. But I do recall that as far as where that rituals would take place, Pete, you got a super big success on this whole lore roll.
Yeah.
Earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Crowley himself always made sure that the ritual that he was doing here was facing towards the north. So I think that the big ritual room is actually that big room that looks like all burnt out, that has like the tree coming out of it in the picture.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought it was just outside of it, but yeah, I guess it could be a room.
But no, you can clearly see wall markings.
Mm.
Oh, that's an interior room? Huh.
Yes. Yeah, I believe that is an interior room.
Well,
That
well, it is
picture
now if
that
it
picture
wasn't,
is
so
actually
it's-
from 2019 when the second fire went through it.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
It's like a ballroom or foyer or something, maybe?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, like if I've ever learned anything from my random occult nonsense that I've accrued over my years of life, it's that Aleister Crowley was fucking extra as fuck.
One of his scions invented rocket fuel and then blew himself up with it.
So,
All right. So I guess this is Sam.
So so going back to the original question, which was about the drones and if they got any like weird spooky stuff, as they're flying over that large northern area, they do get a little bit of static and interference over that area. There's also some in the in that little hallway that kind of separates like the entrance from that big area.
Well, obviously, that information will be transparent to you guys, so make of that what you will.
So, did you want to investigate that, or do you want to go to the other worlds?
I mean, yeah, let's go to the other world. That sounds like a good idea, right, guys?
Well,
How easy is it to exit the other worlds?
I can bring you out, but I basically can't do anything while in the other world unless we find some. Yes. Okay.
Like, what do you mean can't do anything? Like, you'll turn into a statue
Oh,
and
no.
hold the gateway open?
It's very draining. And I can get us there and back. I just can't do anything exciting.
Well, I think me, Layla, and Rigel can handle that.
Yes,
if it comes
that's what
to
I'm
it.
hoping. Okay. So Rowan will go to the north wall, where he can feel that the shroud or gauntlet or whatever is the weakest, and start to shape a portal open between the worlds. I will need to know the difficulty of this. It is -1 of what it normally should be.
Well, the gauntlet's probably the difficulty, right?
I think the gauntlet, yes.
And would it be 2 more because P can do his trick?
If
Yeah,
he does his trick, it would be -3.
What's the current difficulty?
I would say the current difficulty here is 5. This place is haunted as hell, and there was a lot of weird magical bullshit that happened here. It's the gauntlet and everything is pretty low here.
Okay, so I'm basically going to wave away each character that it's not necessary.
Yep.
Because I'm going to be rolling against difficulty 4. And
Roll it.
yes. That would be, I believe, 8 dice. That's difficulty 4. Do 10s count double?
They do if it's your specialty.
I believe. Yes, it is. Okay. 3 successes.
So,
So he rifts open the portal between the worlds, spending half of his moat pool, and is able to bring the rest of you with him to my choice. But I'm
Awesome.
going to choose the right one of the Penumbra, Shadowlands, or Near Dreaming. I'm assuming Shadowlands.
I was actually going to say that it was the Penumbra because it's not ghosts that are haunting it. It's well,
Hold on.
spoilers.
Technical issues.
okay, you want to pause?
And
All right. So as
no, I'll just say, and we're live.
I was just going to start. Okay. Rowan, as he starts to approach the north face of the Crowley Manor, suddenly becomes a lot more confident in what he is doing. As he starts reaching out his hand, which reaches out and into the folds of reality, as it starts glowing with that silver anima banner that is of the Lunars, as white streaks go across his arms. Suddenly, he just simply holds both hands to the space and rips open a tear in reality, looking back at you as he starts just emanating an entire bonfire of silver light, his hat disappearing as his antlers show, because that is his tell. And he just looks at you with a sheepish smile, like, hey, guys, it's open.
Holy shit.
Super impressed and moving on through the quote-unquote opening.
Yeah? Layla's like exchanging glances with Rigel. Like, have you seen that? What?
Are you a fairy?
Whoa!
Maybe? Probably not.
I know we're in Britain, but good God.
I don't know.
She slaps him upside the back of the head as she walks by and into the giant space rift.
Well, I don't know if anything's literal. Everything's a metaphor, and there's no pie at the end.
You got plenty of pie. Shepherd's pie.
Never the one they're talking about for some reason. It's not important.
As unimportant as the meat pies or shepherd pies that you guys might have seen, this is less unimportant as you all step through this rip into the penumbra. Here, the Boleskine Manor is not burned down. Here, in fact, it is at the height of its glory and its fame, almost as if that it itself is reliving the psychic emanations that have always come across from the occult society towards it. The manor itself is, in the penumbra, much larger than it should be, but that's just the weird metaphysics of the spirit world. Not that most of you have probably really dealt with that, but it is larger, and there is a human at the door looking at you all.
Hi. Hello.
Holy
let myself
shit, this
in.
place... Ah! It's a guy.
There's usually not people here.
Oh my god, you weren't kidding.
No. Welcome to the spirit world. And here's a person. Hello, person.
So, like, is everything a metaphor here? Or is this, like, the end of contact where you're not really my dad? What's happening here?
No, I mean, that's a person. Say hi. Say hi. He's scared.
Do we know that guy?
Man,
No,
Okay.
Not yet.
the air quotes man seems a little bit taller than the average man. He has he has long curly black hair, and he is dressed as if that he's in the wrong decade. He is wearing a leather jacket and some tight black pants. He has a kind of ethereal quality to him. And he looks to you all with a look of confusion. Well, good day there. What are y'all doing at my house?
Hunting the Loch Ness monster?
Oh, you're hunting old Nessie then.
Not
fancy
in
that.
a cruel
been-
way. In a curious way.
Oh. Seekers of the occult just like me then, eh?
Oh, that's a way to put tourists, but yeah.
I have a question for Layla. Layla's a good guitarist.
Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be.
Oh, yeah.
How much music history does Layla know?
Fair bit.
Fair bit?
More than I do, yeah.
Okay. Let me just look at a thing on your character sheet. I would say, considering that you're all that stuff, I feel like this is probably a gimme here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with Led Zeppelin?
Yes.
All right. So Layla sees before her and recognizes a young Jimmy Page, the guitarist from Led Zeppelin.
Who's standing right next to her? Because they just get the shit elbowed out of them.
I guess
right
I
now.
was, because you just slapped me for being insensitive.
Yeah, you just got elbowed in the ribs pretty hard on top of that.
I'll put my attention to you because you're asking for my attention.
That's uh, that's Jimmy Page.
I'll make like an air guitar motion and mouth his name like that guy.
Tugs on the back of Rowan's sleeve.
Yes. Hi.
Do you normally run into Jimmy Page in the spirit world?
I don't know who that is. But no. We probably should say hi.
She like steps forward and just kind of points at Jimmy Page and pantomimes an air guitar, like mouthing, "What the fuck?"
You meet people here. Hello, people. This is Layla. This is Sadness. And these are maybe spirit people. New friends everywhere.
Oh,
Hi.
and Rigel.
And Rigel, yes.
Well, it's good to meet y'all. It's been a while since we've seen some people on this side, and he kind of strums an ethereal guitar at you all. What are you doing here at my house?
Investigating, honestly. We were just to be honest, poking around. It's so there's a lot of fonts of power. And so, hey, let's go poke at it. Is that not acceptable? He kind of looks at the other three for backup.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and why? What are you doing here, and why are you Jimmy Page?
Well, obviously it's because that I own this house. I mean, I'm not. They kind of look at themselves and go, "Oh, I see. Yes, well. We are..." Excuse me one moment. Got a little bit of water caught in my throat. We're... Yes. Jimmy Page. That is who that we are. Strum some more air guitar. Middly. So, you want to come into my house and investigate?
I mean, we're already in here. Hello.
You're at the front door of my house.
Okay. Yes. Hello. That would be nice.
If I'm just gonna, NSI is gonna put their hand up. If Layla beats you in a guitar duel, do we get a solid gold guitar from you?
I'm not sure if I can do that, but if I could, I would love to give it to you.
All right, just checking.
Shit.
Just checking.
That was a good idea. Shit, that was a good idea.
I'm just saying, the next time we run into someone, we could try that. Plus, it lets us.
No.
Plus, it lets us know who we're dealing with, right? I mean, there's only so many people with golden instruments that you can beat in a contest.
I do hate to rain on your parade a little bit, but you can't take things out of here. They kind of dissolve. I've tried.
Good to know. Good to know. That's actually really useful to know. Huh.
Well then, if you all want to investigate my house, you're going to have to get past me.
Okay, well, Layla, tune on up and kick the shit out of him in music. We just destroy him.
Oh yeah, do we do a rock off? How does that work?
I'm just assuming, Layla, you can play music well enough that it would destroy his soul and condemn it to the ethereal otherworld by your power ballads. You can do that, right? Despair 7 says you could do that.
No, not as such, and I wouldn't do that to Jimmy Page. And wait a minute, Jimmy Page isn't even dead, and he's like way older than this.
I assume that was like a government
Hang on a
duplicate
moment.
or something. You know, like they did with the Beatles.
Did that happen to the Beatles?
I mean, it happened to one of them.
Oof. So, does Layla take her guitar into the spirit realm?
No, it's back in the RV.
Aw.
Okay, so Jimmy Page, air quotes Jimmy Page, manifests a guitar for himself and then saddles on over to you and does some weird stuff and gives you a guitar. There's only one way to get through this, and that's through the power of rock.
All right, we're doing this. Everyone stand back.
I'll start clapping and then stop because that interrupts music.
You haven't started yet.
Well, yeah, that's why I stopped.
So,
So-
is Layla using any excellencies or anything to what is her power ballad to defeat the penumbra reflection of Jimmy Page?
Let's see. Well, she does actually have a plastic bottled water in her jacket. We're going to start off by uncapping that, taking a swig, and pouring a little dose out over her hair for capping it and putting it back by way of warming up, because I do have boiling sea mastery and I get a -1 difficulty if I'm wet.
God damn it, I didn't think that would count, so I also didn't take that to always be covered in water and slime.
That's fantastic.
That's amazing.
Oh no, that would totally count.
Oh yeah, we're having fun. We're at Loch Ness. I'm going to get some use out of that shit for a while.
Oh, absolutely.
But, let's see. And then, yeah, I am absolutely going to jam out a moat for a point of essence for Key to the Kingdom. So what am I rolling with this? What plus performance?
I feel like that is going to be your dexterity plus performance.
Yeah, I would agree. Just grind out the sickest riff imaginable. Alright, well, I do get double 10s for specialty. I don't 1 subtract because that's key ability. And 5 and 3. Doubled, so 16 dice. What's the difficulty here? Just 6?
Yeah, 6.
And that would be 8 successes.
Holy shit. Let me roll for definitely Jimmy Page real quick.
Oh, Timothy, how good are you? So anyway, here's Wonderwall.
While under normal circumstances, a rousing 5 successes would be enough to make most people weep with joy at the power ballad that is pulled out, as classics like the Immigrant Song are then put into Stairway to Heaven and other such great Led Zeppelin songs. I don't think. Wait, is Stairway to Heaven Led Zeppelin? I don't think it is. Yes, it is. Haha. YouTube, thank you. You've helped me. As that all these are meshed together, 5 successes is just not enough to deal with Layla's guitar skills. the form of Jimmy Page begins to rapidly age to the point that he looks like current day Jimmy Page, which is very much an old man with very white hair. But he still has a smile on his face as that he looks to you, Layla, with pride in his eyes as he sets his axe down and steps out of the way of the doorway. You may enter my humble abode.
Damn, the spirit world rocks.
So for the record, in case you all did not know this, Jimmy Page actually bought the Boleskine house in the 70s because he's a weirdo and really likes the occult. And that's why he was there.
Occult celebrities. Well, one day we'll have to go to Isaac Newton's place and check on his occult stuff. So anyway.
Exalted versus Nikola Tesla.
The lightning.
Oh my god. I was muted this whole time, lol.
The new mode of power.
Oh no.
It's good. Yeah. If we're allowed in, I mean, I'll let Leia take the first move here.
Yeah, Layla takes a bow and sweeps the guitar aside. It's like, yeah, we'll jam again sometime, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. It'd be great to jam with someone of your caliber again.
And bind the oath.
No, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that here.
Oath bind Jimmy Page. You don't oath bind Jimmy Page. That's rude.
Absolutely. I will thank him for the show he put on and tell him I loved his work in 2112 and Wheel in the Sky and move through.
That's Rush and Kansas.
No, Wheel in the Sky is Journey.
Jimmy Page. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It is Journey. Shoot. I'm sorry. Wow.
Eat a dick, Kansas.
You blew my mind with the first one.
You two nerds have been there, though.
Jimmy Page, old man Jimmy Page, just understands your references, but just kind of stares like, what is going on with the youth?
Okay,
as you all pass
First
by.
of all, I am 30.
Here's the Emperor Palpatine.
First of all, I am 30 or 45 years old, so don't give me that guff, old man.
I am 20 or 30 or possibly 50 years old.
Dude, I do not have time for this today. But no, none of that. Just I get the song, the album's wrong, thank him for his work, and go through the spooky house.
You go into the spooky house, which was once owned by Jimmy Page, but was most famously owned by Mr. Aleister Crowley. Inside of the large house that is Boleskine Manor, you can see, as you enter, there is row upon row upon row of bookshelves with a number of tomes that are in languages that essentially are. I know that Rigel is a very learned person. Looking at these, they don't look like any language you'd know. They look like just kind of like bullshit words that don't mean anything. But there's just like this row and row of tomes that looks like like it's a display of opulence and intelligence to someone. There are 2 pathways, left and right.
Uh,
Which way do you all?
I have a
wanna
quick
go?
question about the books.
Sure thing.
Are they cut?
Cut like?
Oh, okay. So back in the day, when books were being published and shit, they actually like were sealed on the. You know, when you open a book and like there's fucking pages, they used to actually be sealed because of how they were printed. So when you got a new book, you actually had to cut it open to show that you've used and opened it. This is actually a plot point from The Great Gatsby, where Jay Gatsby's house is full of old fancy books, but none of them are cut because he doesn't read them because he's put on the illusion that he's actually cultured. So are any of these books cut?
In this room, no.
So they're like never been opened?
Yes, in this room, they're very much a never been opened kind of
I will
thing.
point.
So which one of these is a monster manual?
I will
then?
point these out to you guys.
Oh,
Oh
that's
no!
That probably
Oh
means
no!
Oh,
Oh
what?
no! My brain. Jimmy Mage.
Pure brain poison.
God damn it! Oh no! God damn it! Okay. Okay, back to the game.
Why did I take my whirling brush method yet? Oh well.
Well, sadly, if these books have been read in real life, then they're probably blank in the spirit world. It's kind of sad.
Is that how that works?
Oh, it's wibbly. The rules are wibbly. Like, you could probably open it up and see if I'm right, but I'm not sure.
No, let's
All
do
right, I'll
it.
grab.
Well, you don't just
Like-
cut another man's books. Or maybe you do. Shit. All
I,
right.
I like. I took out a switchblade. Are we not doing that? Do we not do that here?
We are guests. I'm not sure if we really.
Are we guests, or did we just win this house from Ginny Page in a rock off? Like, Layla
don't think it's how-
rocked him into an old man. I'm pretty sure that means she stole his virility and vitality musically.
We were given permission to enter the house, and that's about it.
Jimmy Page is actually an old man. Is the thing.
Well, he is now. Maybe he wasn't before, but you sucked the youth out of him with your rock off. It was amazing.
It was very good. I was
Well-
impressed.
Okay. Well, first, thank you, but please don't ever talk about like sucking anything out of Jimmy Page ever again.
Drained, consumed.
I'm going to investigate to the left to escape from this conversation. And she
So
does
because-
exit stage left.
So you cut them books.
Yeah, all right. Do the books have words in them?
So, Layla is going to exit stage left. As that happens, you all go to cut the books. When you go to even grab a book off the shelf, the whole shelf the whole book menagerie on that shelf comes with it, as if they were all stuck together in a single piece.
Okay. Huh.
That's not too unusual, to be honest.
Oh, okay. This is normal. All right. Well, I'm gonna put it back
Well,
because this is not my jam. I'm not really a book person.
So I'm going to use my hand as a saw and start sawing those books out one by one.
Just accidentally picked up 500 liters of book.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds like it's a wholesome object.
wait, do you really start sawing the books out?
I mean, at least one. See whether there's anything there.
Okay.
It was a solid chunk.
You saw a solid chunk of book out. And upon pulling this book out, you can see what looks like the cover is blank for a moment. But I have a question. Rigel, what was it's okay if you don't have an answer for this, but what do you think that Rigel's favorite book series as a kid was?
Not really sure, because of his weird upbringing under the mages. So he'd be probably reading some, mage literature.
Just say Harry Potter. We're all thinking it.
I was actually going to say
Ursula
that,
Win.
given that Rigel has a Order of Hermes background, I would actually say that and the current environment, he might actually like project one of the books that Aleister Crowley wrote onto it. In that case,
Sure thing.
yeah. So you project one of his weird things of poetry. Crowley wasn't a very good poet, by the way. You know that.
Okay.
If
I
you
guess,
didn't
yeah.
have anything, I was going to give you a red wall as a generic thing.
So I guess the thing doesn't really match what was on the spine of the book. Like, I guess it changed, I suppose.
Yes, the spine of the book changed as you looked at it, and it kind of like took what was in your mind and projected it onto like what that you would have kind of subconsciously expected to find in this house.
So, like, if I go to a book on the shelf, it'll be the Golden Book of Chemistry Experiments. It's a children's book.
If that's what you expect to find on a shelf, then in this specific house, then yeah, actually.
Huh.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
Huh. Interesting.
So, while that you guys are messing around with the books, Layla has moved over from the hallway into one of the other rooms. As that Layla enters into one of the other rooms, she sees what is another grand display of opulence with knowledge, but floating around the middle of it is a large tome that appears to be flapping its wings, for a lack of a better term. Gotta get more knowledge. Where are they at? Where are more books at?
Okay, that's beyond disturbing. Hello?
Hi. Are you here to bring more knowledge to the house of learning?
Not really, no. No, just having a poke around.
Well, that's fine. In the rule of Thelema, we really like poking around. The book sensually flutters over to Layla.
Okay, that's a recipe for a broken spine, mate. That's... I'm not just saying that because you're a book. I'm talking to a fucking book. I'm talking to a fucking book in here!
What?
Oh, are you? That's
Is
great.
it
How's it going?
Is it a nice book or is it kind of pervy?
It's a bit cheeky.
Okay.
I guess we follow on over.
Oh my god, it's an actual book that's talking to you. I thought that was like a metaphor of some sort that I just don't know.
Only metaphors are contained within my pages. I'm a normal book seeking knowledge. Which of you has knowledge
Wow, you're seeking knowledge?
that I can take?
Do you really like knowledge a lot?
I love
Like,
knowledge.
if you wanted knowledge a lot, how much would you want it? Would you say you wanted knowledge more than anything in the world?
Yeah, I would definitely say that I want knowledge more than anything
Cool.
in the world.
Get back to me in 5 turns. I start casting. Like, I'm not casting, but I'm spending motes.
Your wish.
No, I don't say shit.
slowly granted.
I don't say shit. I stop contributing to the conversation. Get back to me in 5 rounds.
All right. In that case, would anyone like to do anything to this weirdly pervy book character that I have made up off the top of my head before Devin grants its deepest desire?
Rowan, are sort of pervy books normally part of this hallucinogenic hell trip place, or is this new?
I think the answer is going to be always it depends, I'm afraid. They're usually not this pervy though. This is weird.
I mean, it could be some reflection of Crowley's desire for knowledge and maybe his repressed sexual urges in that same regard.
Out of character,
I've
repressed is in
read a
air
couple of
quotes.
Crowley's books, and they weren't very repressed. Yeah.
I can promise you he wasn't.
Oh man, I really. Oh dear.
Oh
this
God. Oh Jesus. Oh.
This is not the best part of the spirit realm. I was hoping to like show you around and be like, hey, here are some cool things. Now we've just got a pervy book.
Hey, wait! You know all kinds of shit, right?
Sometimes.
No, no, the book.
Oh.
The book.
I know so many things.
Have you ever seen a big fucking dinosaur in the lake outside?
What? No. Wait.
You know everything. You know everything. You don't know you're fucking Loch Ness, mate.
The book flips over from its flapping position and kind of places itself like halfway onto a nearby table, and you kind of hear it like hop itself over, so then it almost like it can read itself. And you see the pages start flipping, and it takes a moment to think about it, and it, like a big elephant?
You may not know.
Yeah, except like not at all like an elephant, except for being big. But
Well,
yeah,
no, the trunk would look like that coming out of the water.
Yes. I think that we once heard tell of something in there. When our second master came to the house.
well, you mean like Jimmy Page?
No, before the musician.
She turns back to Rowan. Are they usually cryptic as shit?
Absolutely, yes.
Not even questioning it.
So maybe theories off the top of my head. Crowley, the second owner, or maybe he gave it the ownership to the demons that he summoned? Question mark.
What?
Yes. Demons. We know of them. And at this point, I feel like 5 essence has probably been channeled.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, hang on the note of demons, she points to Sadness, who's at this point, I assume, lit up like a big green fucking Christmas
Well,
tree.
you're partially right. I don't mean to contradict people, but my radiation I give off is like bright silver, like mercury, argent colored. Some would say,
That's horrifying.
and like I'm T-posing, my pants are fluttering in the energy wind and stuff, the whole thing, and done. Deal sealed.
The book was about to start fluttering upwards towards you all, when all of a sudden a massive amount of pages just begin to exist within it, and it is now too heavy to move itself.
Okay, what in God's name did you just do?
Oh, well, he wished for something, so I granted it.
Oh, I know what you just did. Jesus.
That's so good.
Layla moves to put, like, Rowan and Rigel between herself and the fucking book. She
I'm
appears to be
very
having
sorry that this is the second spirit you've had to meet.
a bookgasm.
I gotta say, you were really leading high with that musician guy. It was like you brought Zeppelin in.
Yeah, I struck high first, and this is very.
Okay, book.
Jimmy Page is just out on the outside behind a window, just like strumming a good guitar tune
No,
for the
no.
background music.
I imagine him looking in like Javier from Les Mis, like with a sad look on his face, like, no, don't go into that room. You were having such a good vacation.
This thing's having a fucking bookgasm as, like, Freebird plays outside.
Oh, I really don't want.
All right, well, the contract is sealed,
Jimmy
book.
Page is just like, no, I don't want to play Freebird. Yes, I understand. You may pass.
Huh, I wasn't even trying for that. Awesome. I'll come back to recollect my favor one day, so, don't leave town.
I wouldn't dream of
Okay, I command you to stop behaving.
So
I
normally I would-
command you to stop behaving this way on pain of hell.
the book, suddenly aware that the hell of the hell of the Library of Alexandria, or giving a weirdo paper cuts for all eternity, now exists, just stops and goes, yes,
Okay.
I apologize.
Yeah, all right. Respect Femadone and don't be like that anymore. Jesus Christ.
Understood. I had too many teachings of Thelema in my brain.
All right, well, it's good that I don't know what that means. Because I don't read books all that often anymore.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Thelema is the weird-ass religion that Crowley made
Oh,
up.
God.
Yeah. Nice.
So, you all proceed through the next door, I take it?
Normally, I'd like to interview the book about what it knows, but I want to get as far away from that thing as possible.
Well, I think that there isn't much to be gleaned from its pages. I guess it's more of a concept of a book, right? Or
do you guys want to look at its pages?
I'll look at its pages.
I'm too afraid they'd be stuck together.
Oh, my God.
I mean, this was Crowley, so you might be onto something. However, at a cursory glance through its pages, there is now this is in most of the newer pages. A pretty good idea about how that the mystical like things like it kind of gives like baby's guide, like not, I don't want to say baby's guide to, but like kind of like a very basic primer of how that like the metaphysics or the cosmology, that's the word I'm looking for, the cosmology of like the world of darkness kind of works, like with the material plane and the shadow, the shoot,
The shroud.
Umbra, Penumbra.
yeah, the Umbra,
Shadowlands?
Penumbra, the shroud, all that kind of stuff, the gauntlet, how that all that kind of works. It gives you it in a very like layman's term that I feel like Rigel probably knows given his parents, but
Yeah.
anyone else who would look at it would kind of have a little bit of a better idea about how that things work metaphysically.
Okay, so an occult book by someone that's clearly not a mage, I guess. Well, good for, Crowley or whoever wrote this.
A what now?
Well, the book has just some basic cosmology stuff that's like the basic stuff you'd learn being a mage and what have you. Nothing new. As I close it.
But like, but are we saying like Dungeons and Dragons is real now too? Like with the vampires and the spirit worlds and the Nessies and shit.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know a lot about spirit worlds and Nessies, but I know werewolves are real.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna roll with it for now.
That's pretty been much my attitude too.
And we move on.
Moving on from the pervy book room.
I don't know why you even have that
You
room.
all find yourself. It's
Well,
Aleister
wouldn't you have
Crowley.
a room?
It's Aleister Crowley. Moving out from there, you all enter into the main the main area that in the real world would have had the large tree growing out of it, but in here, the actual room is large and almost cathedral like. The acoustics in here, the moment that your the first person's foot steps in, reverberate almost like like they would in a massive place of worship. You can see in the middle there is a tree that looks like the tree looks almost like two trees have intertwined with each other, almost like that they're, for lack of a better term, hugging, but they are dead and wilted, as if that their roots have sapped the life from the ground around here. And you can see that there are two cloven-hoofed beings sitting around the tree, just kind of meditating. They have red skin. They look very, I don't want to say Renaissance demon, but like 1900s, like the painting that someone would do of a demon. Like it's that shade of red.
Well, this.
I need to AFK for 2 seconds. My cat has just been screaming nonstop at the door for the last 4 minutes.
Kitty.
So I need to put her up. Sorry. Back in 2 seconds.
No problem.
Oh, this feels like a Rigel thing.
Well, these look kind of demonic. But there's only 2 of them. We're missing about 10.
Yeah, but like these look like
Nobody
these look like
stops.
nerd demons, though. Like, look at them. They look like a demon you'd see in a nerd book, not like on a van mural. They're clearly your type of guy.
I suppose you're right. So I guess we can approach.
It's not like the cool wizard that you see on the side of a
Yeah,
van.
like, that would probably be a me or Layla thing, but like this is like a book demon that looks like it's all about knowledge and symbolism and trees and Aleister. That's gonna be a Rigel thing. Come on, guys. We all know it.
Okay, let's approach.
Yeah, I approach with.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was about to say if nobody stops him, Rowan was just going to go friendlily say hi to everybody.
So you all go up quite friendly to these people who look like classic demons and say hello. The one who is facing you, a single eye pops open from their meditation. And they look to you with a grin and begin to stand. When they stand on the tips of their cloven hooves, they tower over you all. They are about 9 feet tall.
Figures.
Hello. What brings you to the Master's abode?
Again, feel like I was really clear about this. Tourism.
Oh, yes. So you're here for the tour.
Is that a?
Yes.
I'll look to Rowan. Is that a thing?
He just kind of gives you a shrug.
Fair enough.
Well, I assume that you have seen the rest of the house and have dealt with the guardian spirit and the knowledge spirit to make it this far. So let me tell you about the... Wow, I'm just like struggling for the word.
I like to imagine that the demon is just slowing down like this too, being like,
Estate. History.
yes.
Let me give you the history of this place. You see, Boleskine House sits on the congruent place where a bunch of magical energies have coalesced. And here, our former master, Crowley, long may he reign in darkness, performed the Abramelin ritual. And we, his creatures of darkness, have sucked away the negative aspects of his life. The lust, the pain, the drinking, the thoughts, the guilt. That one time he got into a wizard battle in London that just involved him and another man calling a locksmith on each other. All of that taken away in an effort to find his... And the demon points towards the trees. Guardian angel to commune with the angelic.
And did he succeed?
Seems a bit cheating, doesn't it?
None can say if he succeeded. He was called away to Paris while that he
summoned the 12 dukes of hell to take away his carnal desires. And so we remain to take away said desires.
There's a book in the other room that might could do with your help, you know?
Well, that's probably one of those things that dealt with that.
Oh, and we really fucked around with it too. Huh. I wonder if that's going to have consequences.
Well, just a little.
Is Crowley still alive?
The master has long since left this mortal coil, but his teachings live on in the occult, in the words of those who followed, in the Order of the Golden Dawn, in the arcanum that follows the supernatural.
Oh.
So what can you tell us about Nessie?
Canum, that sounds like oh yeah. I was gonna say that sounds like our bag, but yeah. What about the dinosaur in the loch?
Clearly they're connected.
The dinosaur in the loch. Yes.
How is it that all of you live like right on the shores of Loch Ness and you've never heard of the friggin' Nessie?
Well, they're obviously from hell, so they're not from around here.
And she can only be seen by those who are pure of heart in some legends, so, demons.
Oh, so like if they're taking away all of the negative aspects of Crowley, maybe Nessie's a good thing. So they don't know about it because they only know negative things.
So you're saying that Nessie is Crowley's guardian angel that has sequestered him to heaven?
Like King Arthur on Avalon.
So we're saying that Nessie is the Lady of the Lake.
And Aleister Crowley's King Arthur.
I think we got away from ourselves.
No, this sounds right.
In
End of Sadness' field of view, he has a vague Terminator vision from how his exaltation worked, and the Despair 7 icon's just going like negative. Factually incorrect. Logic error.
Now, in case you lot were wondering why we're not too scared of you, it's because we have to put up with him all the time.
Aw.
There's no way you have anything worse to offer.
The second demon opens up its eyes and stands. It is basically a carbon copy of the other one that you've been talking to, and it looks to you all. I need to think up a voice to distinguish them.
Don't worry, you're not totally on the spot.
The Wisconsin voice.
Don't you know?
Oh, hey there, how you doing?
Oh, okay, we're doing this. We're committing.
No.
All right.
Okay.
We're doing fine. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm just fantastic over here. I was just doing a little bit of the meditation.
It's been going well, I assume. You might have been here for like 100 years.
Oh yeah, about close to that. We're almost out of our contract, and then we'll go back to where we came from.
Is that hell? Or
No, not a hell. Just kind of hell adjacent.
oh,
Some sort of
okay.
astral psychoscape of the knowledge in the human mind or something.
Yeah, like a thought projection from that there collective subconscious of them.
Oh shit, Junkian stuff is real?
Kind of. It's more like a tulpa.
Oh shit, Supernatural's real?
Oh yeah, it ran for like 15 seasons.
Yeah, but tulpas are from Supernatural, and they use that to...
Oh shit, there's 15 seasons of that?
They use it to justify the Slender Man being
100 years,
real.
how have you not watched all series?
Well, if you've been here for 100 years, it's plenty of time to binge through all of Supernatural, you know? And a pretty good approximation of hell, come to think of it.
Oh yeah,
Right
how's
home.
that going?
Huh.
Yes. How is hell going?
Emptier than usual.
This is unfortunate. Hell should be full of pain and suffering.
Which one?
Well, I assume that you mean the Christian hell, where that we torment all the people who believe in Christianity.
What about the Christian hell where people are just treated really nicely until they learn their lesson and then move on to heaven? Because that's also a hell Christians have, and the one I'd like to believe is real. Fingers crossed.
Oh, well, that's not the one that we come from.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
Yeah, suck it.
We don't come from that one.
Oh yeah, so you had some questions about that there plesiosaur out in the lake.
Yes.
See, someone here has heard of it.
Yeah, we're basically looking around for Nessie. See if she's real. But oh goodness, your accent's contagious.
Yeah, I get that a lot. So the Nessie out there, she don't show herself too often, but yeah, I think she's real. I mean, we're real. She's got to be real too.
That's
not a strong
ironclad.
endorsement of her reality.
That's ironclad logic, I'm afraid. All right, but like, aren't you supposed to be knowledge demons? So aren't you supposed to be able to give us something a little bit better than I guess? Like, Christ, Aleister Crowley summoned you. Can you be better at this?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Aleister Crowley did summon us.
Yeah, but even if you think...
Yeah, it's not...
He was still really knowledgeable about this shit.
Go ahead.
I think they're implying he was a bit rubbish at
Yeah,
magic.
sure, but like... He was like really famously rubbish at it, so that should count for something. He summoned demons. Like, these are demons. He summoned them. He did the thing.
Yeah, sort of rubbish demons, though.
Tell us if Nessie is real
No
or
offense.
not, goddammit. Don't just jerk us around.
The monster that you seek in Loch Ness can only be seen upon the night of a full moon.
Werewolf times.
They're definitely jerking you around.
Plus, I really don't want to deal with a full moon
Sounds
because,
fake.
like, guys, werewolves are real, and I don't know if you've heard this, but they're assholes. Like,
I can only simulate a gnome.
Like, I know vampires are bad. We all know vampires are bad, but werewolves also are jerks.
Yeah, the humor just went right the fuck out of the room as soon as you said that.
We all know it. Fuck. So...
Listen,
Full moon.
you know our...
And these two demons are specifically looking at Layla and End of Sadness.
You all know our deal. There has to be a deal to have knowledge exchanged. What is your deal?
I don't know. What would you want more than anything else in the world? And then scale that back based on how much you actually know about Nessie and consider the fact that we could, you know, come back if you don't know that much about her.
I don't actually give a shit about the dinosaur, so I'm going to sit this one out.
Oh, no, sure. Like, I'm not really that big on it. Like, I'd like the mystery to be a mystery that we solve, but we have two demons here. Like, this house thing worked out. So let's just push it and see how far we can go with the demons. I have no idea what we're supposed to do here. We're just kind of, you know, it's off script.
The demons look between Layla and End of Sadness, And then they look to the other two. They look to Rigel and Rowan. As if that they're trying to pick you guys out as the ones who are who don't know, like who might be a little bit more fun to toy with, essentially.
I can tell you this. Spirit. This whole spirit malarkey may be fun and all, but hell and demons are absolutely a thing, and you don't want to go fucking about with them.
Oh no, yeah. If they try to do something, I'm going to gore them in the gut.
Yeah, I have a pretty serious no tolerance policy on this bullshit. I do have a cult I have to keep up.
Not for the sake of a supermarket tabloid, anyway.
I don't know, demons. It sounds like you have to convince us what it's worth. This sounds like a you problem.
They look to each other. They look to each other as if that they've never had someone come up to them and be like, well, no, you tell me what that I like. They've never had someone who, I don't want to say didn't give a shit about the information that they were willing to give, but like
sweeten the deal.
Wanted to know it. Yeah, they wanted to know it, but not enough that the demons couldn't just immediately be like, ooh, play me in a game of Twister to get this knowledge or whatever.
How about you make this fun and interesting for us, or some of us here do aggravated damage? I'm not going to say who. That's the surprise. That's the Twister spin.
They look concerned for a moment at each other and then kind of go into a group huddle, and you can hear the mix of the growly demon accent and the, oh hey there, let's not fuck about with this there, you know. I still got another season of Supernatural to watch.
All right, we should probably do a count.
Fuck.
We gotta do a counter huddle. Let's counter huddle. All right, guys.
Would they want
I'm not gonna lie here.
a mint condition?
Look, I'm not gonna lie here. I really don't have any stake in this. Like, again, I'm not really here for the Nessie or the demons. I'm kind of just here to have a road trip with you guys. So if you guys want to pull out at any moment and like cut the cord on this, I'm good for it. You know, I feel like we've had a really fun adventure in the Crowley house. Like, I'm enjoying it. So we don't have to like go all the way.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was pretty upfront with this, that this was mostly an excuse to go on holiday.
No, yeah, this is turning out.
Well,
yeah.
What if we offer them a mint condition, Laserdisc edition of the Fast and the Furious franchise to watch?
They'd have to be real dumb to take that deal, but who knows?
Did you bring it with you?
No, God, why?
I mean, you can fetch it. Shouldn't be that
Where
hard.
would I have it on me? In my pants? It does have pockets.
So that's the problem, is that
We leave it at the estate for them to fetch or whatever.
Oh, that's no,
sacrifice it, burn offering.
Really, them collecting the Laserdisc is their problem if they accept it.
Yes, that's just what we need. Is two demons from hell dogging our every footsteps and vengeful search of a fucking set of Fast and Furious Japanese Laserdiscs.
Well, I
mean, I think we could just put it in the building.
They said they live in a collective unconsciousness. Maybe they're not actually from hell.
So you're saying that they're just the idea?
Yeah, which means they're probably going to be pushovers. I mean, most people don't think demons are that rough. Doom exists. The idea of demons being scary has long since passed.
Yeah, if you haven't actually met one.
Well, yeah, if you haven't actually met one, but no one has, and they said that they're Carl Jung demons, which means most people are just going to act silly around them because they're tall. They have no real power.
Persona boss music begins playing in the background.
But like, we're not really all here for the demons. We could walk away from this. We're good on that. No one's really.
I've already got the finest guitar skills in the land. There's nothing to really trade them for.
Yeah, the devil is
We should at
in
least try.
the devil is in the house of the rising sun. Of course, we all know it. That was a compliment. You're the person in the song who kicked the shit out of the devil. Musically.
Yeah, but where is the House of the Rising
don't know.
Sun? Is it in Georgia or is it in New
It's
Orleans?
in the song. That's where it is.
Oh, so like in our hearts?
Yes, I don't know. We'll break the huddle. Okay, we've agreed not to murder you for no reason.
Oh, that's fantastic there, don't you know?
I think we've come to that conclusion. What do you got from us from your huddle?
All right then. Well, we're prepared to offer you a one-time the GM here is like actually trying to think of things.
I mean, maybe they just don't have anything. Maybe they're like, okay, we don't usually deal with people like you.
Well, honestly, I'll be honest. Normally, we deal with people who like are coming seeking knowledge and not just being tourists. Tell you what, we'll offer you a. There's a good one. Myself and my partner. Hi, how you doing? We'll offer you there a one-time. We'll manifest and scare the pants off of someone, or we can maybe like do a little bit of cleanup or something for you.
But we want to know about Nessie.
Also, we have this new thing called money, and that can get us that. Both of those things.
Oh. Well, yeah. Well, we know that money is. We
You know
just
the concept
figured
of
that
money.
having
We've invented it.
I'm just saying, if I want to scare a bunch of people, I pay a bunch of tall men and women to dress up in like costumes and like scare the shit out of them. It's not hard. It cost me like $300.
That's a good one. We should definitely do that.
Actually, I may have thought of something.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Wisconsin demon by the shoulder and lead him aside a couple steps. Assuming I can do that. Like, how tall is this motherfucker? Like, would I have to go up on tiptoes?
9 feet.
9 feet tall.
Okay, so I would. All right, maybe by the elbow then.
Oh, hey there.
Hey, bend over here for a moment, would you?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Look me in the eye.
They look you in the eye.
A few months ago, something with a beak and feathers and burning from the inside out dropped down out of the sky. It dragged me into the Thames. And I saw things. Now you tell me. And the exchange we'll make is that if you're honest, I don't let out any of what it left in me in this room. You look at me and you tell me if you know anything about that, about what happened that night.
Roll intimidate.
Yeah, I was gonna say that definitely sounds like an intimidation roll.
Sure, we can do that.
I feel like charisma
Oh, thank Christ.
and intimidation. I feel like you're being forceful.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm not going to bother with an excellency here either. We'll just kind of let it go. Difficulty?
I'm gonna say, since this is a demon, air quotes, that has seen hell. I'm going to say this is going to be a difficulty 7.
Fair. And it's a key ability, so no one subtracting. And that would be 4 successes.
The demon stares at you, thinking for the briefest of moments. Its body language shows you that it tries its best to retain its stature and power before you, but it's not doing that. You have essentially taken the spine out of this thing. As that you make your demands, you can see it scrambling, like a look on its face as it scrambles and thinks about what that you've just told it. And then maybe 10 seconds later, enough that you're starting to think about maybe unleashing that power, it looks to you and it raises up its hands almost in surrender and goes, "Listen here, I don't know anything about the hell that you came from. We came from," and it thinks about being honest with you for a moment, and you can kind of see that stumbling moment where it's like almost like it's dealing with its own internal like morals about talking about itself. And it kind of goes, "Listen, we don't know anything about that, but maybe we can help with that. Maybe we can help learn. We are creatures that absorb knowledge. Just please don't go unleashing whatever you got pent up inside you on us."
Well, the good news is you haven't done any of us a wrong today. I just pat him on the arm and return to the group. Damn.
So, you're talking about Nessie then. So, I believe that one of you might have hit the nail directly on the head there. You see, Mr. Crowley conducted his Abramalum ritual to talk with his guardian angel so many near past a century ago. Back in 1913 is about the last time that Mr. Crowley was here in Boleskine House. And after that, his guardian angel did show up, but it was years later. 20 years later, to be precise. And now it wanders the loch looking for him.
What the hell does that mean? Like, I understand, but
I think it means I was right.
I know, it's just so weird, right? So Nessie is like an Aleister Crowley thing?
Suppose.
That's so weird.
It's guardian angel.
What a weird direction.
If you wish, we can show you her tonight, you'll just have on the material plane. We can use that they're those powers that we've been granted to show you Nessie.
I said I'm not going to say no to a field trip to see Nessie where you actually get to see Nessie.
I mean, I was kind of hoping it was an animal, but seeing as it's like a ghost soul angel, I'm pretty into that too. That does seem pretty cool.
All right, then. If you all don't mind, the best way to do this is actually on the plane that you all come from.
Skinlands? That's what you call them, right?
So, yes, we'll coax the old girl into showing herself to you.
Okay.
Sweet.
Not in a conflicty way, right?
The Wisconsin one looks to Layla and then looks back to you all. Oh, no, it definitely won't be in a conflicty way.
There we go.
What do you mean? I thought we were gonna sick Nessie on.
And then, like, as soon as the gravelly voice one like starts talking, Wisconsin smacks their hand onto the mouth and goes, "Oh, no, there, not in a conflicty way. Nessie's gonna be a nice, gentle girl there.
That's great, because if I swear to
Nice
God,
and gentler as a hodag.
if you make me end this vacation by gunning down Nessie, I will lose my mind on both of you." Just lose it.
All right, then. I guess off you go then. We'll put her near the lock where that you are. And they kind of start shuffling you all out with a bit of fear.
What the hell did you say to them,
I will
Layla?
let you all know that. I will let you all know that I gave them like 5 willpower because that's base,
Yeah.
and I rolled a fucking botch.
Fantastic.
Such a gentle soul.
I mean, this sounds great.
Yeah, this
honestly.
worked out. What a great field
Couldn't be
trip.
better.
This was an excellent idea, Rowan.
I know. Oh, thank you.
What the hell?
He looks over at Layla with terror in his
What
eyes.
did you do? You went off and talked to the one that sounds like they like cheese. What was that conversation about?
I made a bargain.
Nice. All right. Cool. Wow. This turned out. We're gonna get to see Nessie. I didn't even think that was a real thing.
Well, I think they got their cerulean cameras and...
Oh, damn right. Cameras. I'm gonna start taking pictures of these guys.
We have cell phones.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my phone and start taking pictures of them.
We have cell phones, but they're not cerulean.
Yeah, do the phones? Do these guys show up on cell phone cameras?
When that you take the picture, yes.
Oh, thank God.
But if you look at it, probably a couple days later, they've kind of faded.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to tell my smartphone, which is alive, to take the pictures I take and trace over them in the touchscreen paint program and make an artistic copy of them so they don't fade. Like, it won't be as good because it's paint. Like, come on. I'm not trying to cheat the system here, but it'll be close enough.
Arcane.
Yes, paint demons.
Yeah.
Like making a portrait of a Lasombra.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly what the phone
Yeah.
will do. You get these printed off into, like, T-shirts or, like, playing cards, souvenirs for the trip.
So how exactly do we get back out of this Tim Burton hellscape?
Oh, the same way we came back in.
Oh, wow. I thought we'd have to, like, ritualistically, like, hang ourselves from a tree or something. Like,
What? No, that would kill you.
would it?
I mean, I'm
You are
game
still
to let him
alive.
try it.
Oh, my God.
No,
Okay, Matrix rules then.
So real.
Yeah, you still have to eat here.
Huh.
Like, I learned that the hard way. Okay. And I really hope that I do not mess this roll up, because I will use up all my essence.
I mean, we'll just have to send us.
And then we're
Oh.
fucking
Did you wanna
stuck
use
here
any-
till Till
Did you want to
sunrise.
spend any willpower for auto successes?
Oh, I can do that?
Yeah.
Get just one, but yeah.
Yeah.
1 willpower is 1 automatic success.
I will do that.
Look, I just don't know the rules here, okay? Like, sometimes you have to go into like a shadow world and hang yourself, and you flip back over into the real world. There's been several books and movies that have that as the premise, okay? It wasn't a wild guess.
No, it's not, but please don't try that.
I wasn't going to try it first. That's why I asked.
Everyone reaches the spot where they originally were, and here's hoping for the roll is... Oh, good. 6. So we are definitely going to...
Hooray!
Oh,
We get to go
fantastic.
home.
You pull open that door between the penumbra and the prime material plane with relative ease compared to the first time that you do it. You all come out. A decent amount of time has passed. The moon is rising. The Fomori are having a little barbecue get together, passing some beers around while they wait for y'all's return.
Fuck yes.
Couple questions.
Couple answers.
Sunset came and went while we were in there.
Yes.
I believe that means that our lunar at least gets some essence back.
Oh, you are correct.
That's true.
Nice.
Was it 2?
Like 2 plus essence rating at present, I think. Let me look. Yeah, the guy who wrote the fucking thing is looking at those.
I mean, we did technically learn a secret of the supernatural world, maybe.
Oh, you know what? I would totally give you that. You guys did learn some secrets tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So we did. Definitely we did.
Okay, so that'd probably put me back up to 5, thankfully. Oh, goodness, I can do things.
Would actually... Shit, well, never mind. Actually, no, yes. Would you describe the, those demons as powerful figures?
Combined, yeah, I would describe them as together as a singular powerful figure.
Okay, my urge here is replenish essence whenever I force an enemy or other powerful figure to submit to my will.
And you
wasn't even thinking about it.
And you did force one to crumple like a cheap suit.
Oh, I would totally give that to you.
Oh, okay. That's topped off for me. Shit. That was easy. And yeah, okay, essence. Regaining essence, yeah. Yep, lunars at sunset. 3 plus essence rating. So 4 essence at sunset.
Nice.
All right, that with the renewal for learning the secret means I'm back up to 6 out of my total of 8.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So, you all come out of the portal, go through the hole in the fence that Rigel cut for you earlier, and go back to the campsite.
Oh, absolutely.
The Fomori are having a small barbecue waiting for you all to get back.
Yeah, I'll join in.
We might want to wait a minute before we head out from the cover of the walls and the trees, since I assume we're going to come through with Rowan blazing like a torch again.
Yeah, I am blazing like a torch with antlers.
All right. Well, once we're on,
the Mark of Luna can't be hidden when you're in full anima mode, right?
I don't believe so.
I mean, they manifest, but
yeah, they manifest. So if you have the hat, you can hide them, physically hide them, but you can't
you can't use that one charm to make them vanish. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he has a glowing hat, apparently.
Give me just 1 second. My dog is being a little weird.
Sure. But yeah,
pets.
I feel like that little encounter went pretty good, right, guys? We got the Nessie thing going.
Oh yeah, that went a lot less. That was a lot more straightforward than it usually is in the spirit world.
That was straightforward. Wow. Okay, I got to adjust
Mhm.
my expectations for the spirit world.
Also, holy shit, the spirit world is real.
That too. That's a big one. What does that mean? Do ghosts live there? There was a ghost of a not dead rocker in there.
It's complicated.
Well, there's the
Basically,
ghost world and there's the
it's-
spirit world.
And they're just not the same thing?
Like echoes.
No.
Okay, that's fucked up.
And hell's real. Like, Layla and I think we know hell's real. Hell in air quotes, and the S is very much emphasized. Plurality. So, what else is real?
Apparently, Nessie.
You got me there. You got me there.
I mean, that's the entire point. It seems to me like everything is real,
I don't know if
and it's weird. Are we going to run into some witches? I don't know.
I mean, I'm almost certain
I mean,
witches
yeah.
and wizards are real, but I've never met one.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. He was pawing at the couch, which is he's like a almost 100-pound lab, so that meant that the couch was moving. So he had trapped his bone under the couch.
Poor guy.
Just trying to figure it out, but he can't.
I mean, the more you paw, eventually it'll stop becoming a problem.
Something will happen
My
eventually.
God.
Anyway, so
I think we
guys are
sat
back.
down and let the anima bonfire peter off as we were just like chatting about things that are apparently real.
No.
oh, excellent.
So, refresh my memory. Did the demons say we're going to meet Nessie tonight or tomorrow?
The
Right.
night of the full moon, which should be tonight, they said.
So, like in a couple hours or like 18 hours from now? I'm just because the sun's already set. I'm not clear where we're landing on this Nessie meetup.
I'm pretty sure we
You
actually need to
can,
go to the
if
loch.
you look up at the sky, see the full moon rising. It has not reached its apex yet.
Oh,
I'm going to go down to the loch and wait for her, I think.
yeah.
If anyone wants to join me.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Let's all
Absolutely,
go.
yes.
Should I bring any of the guys to meet Nessie?
If they want to see Nessie,
I'm just
I
asking you
guess.
guys. Sometimes I know it's not. Sometimes I know it's okay for it to just be us and not to have my cult with me for like privacy reasons. Just doing a check.
I mean, I wouldn't deprive anyone of the chance to get eaten by the Loch Ness monster, but I can't actually bring them out with me, so because I don't know them. But they could stand on shore and watch.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'll let them know. They'll come on down from the shore.
If anyone's curious what the fuck she meant by that, when you get down to the shore of the loch, she just walks right out onto the water.
Oh, that's such a good
Oh.
thing.
That's really good.
Damn, that's cool.
Oh, right. Does anyone want to come swim with the Loch Ness monster?
Yes.
I mean, yes.
Immediately, in End of Sadness'
Okay.
minds, images from Free Willy start playing in their head. Yes.
All right. She puts a hand on Rowan's shoulder, and let me see here. Fathomless Poison Haven. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
That would be Charisma plus Survival, difficulty 6.
Those voice sounds mean I'm in danger.
Do I have?
Uh-oh.
Other success.
I have no fucking survival. Okay, so that's just 5 dice.
Uh-oh.
And plonk.
Oh, 1 success. For the next 24 hours, Rowan is pretty much immune to having anything bad happen to him as a result of interacting with any sort of liquid, basically.
Oh,
Yay, he can drink some hot tea.
He can't drown. He can't
Acid.
be crushed by the bottom of the Maria's yeah, he can do shots of liquid plumber, just no problem.
What
oh,
a,
fantastic.
what a weird power. It's so specific.
Huh, fancy. Looks like looks like you're the one winner of the Tide Pod challenge.
Just constant videos of me of you guys shotgunning Tide Pods in your mouth on YouTube.
And Sadness gets 3 days of that, 3 successes.
Oh, wow. Do we know how long it's going to be from the get-go?
Yeah, this doesn't cost me any essence. I can just refresh it whenever I fucking feel like it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is going to become important later when I start stocking up on combat charms and that shit.
Right? Turning the fames to acid.
And she glances over to Rigel and raises an eyebrow.
As well.
Alright, claps him on the shoulder too, and 2 days for him.
This is really fantastic, Layla, and it's going to score me some major brownie points with the guys on the shore.
Can't actually give you the water walking, but feel free to splash about.
Yeah. No, you can water walk though, right?
Oh, well, she just walks right out and sits down on the surface of the
Yeah, I
lake.
gotta say, that's going to impress a lot of people from my parts. You know, I don't know if you know, but
To watch them.
some folk are really impressed by walking on water.
As soon as you head out onto the water of the loch, the Fomori are very impressed. A lot of them are look over to Sadness with awe in their eyes and just go, "Boss, did you give her that?"
No, absolutely not. As I've said to you all, my compatriots are gods in their own right, with their own powers and abilities. I did not grant that to her. She took it for herself. Spread that in that Bible you're writing. I have to be really careful what I tell them, because some of them are writing a Bible, and I can't stop it. It's just what people do.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly sane and healthy.
So, is it just like a Gosling autobiography?
No, it's more like a survival manual for the end of the world, because, that's coming, so. You guys know about that part, right?
Is there anything that you guys would like to do, talk about, hang out about until the Loch Ness monster shows up?
I mean, if you guys want to have the end of the world conversation, that would be a nice touchstone to have.
Well, I think it's getting a little bit late in general, so maybe some other time.
Yeah. Right. Jesus Christ, it's getting on toward 12:30 here.
Yeah, right. So
we started late. It's my fault.
You're fine. So the moon rises as the party atmosphere enlivens itself. How strict do you want the Fomori to be on the keeping other people out as they are having a party?
I mean, just have a party. They can just have a party, and if Nessie shows up and a bunch of people see it, that's not really on us. They saw Nessie at a party. They're drunk. It's fine. Is that a good answer?
Okay. So, yeah, no, that's totally fine. I just wanted to know if you wanted them to be a little bit more lax on security so then they can chill out and just have a party, or if you wanted them to still.
If they're not on the clock and they're not cops, it's fine. They don't have to police people who live here and stuff. They can just relax. We're here to relax.
There's a few other people who don't fit in with Sadness's entourage who show up, who appear, let's say, maybe they've had some mushrooms or maybe some illicit goods. Their eyes are a little bit too wide, but they're digging the vibe that you all are putting out. there might even be a few people who hang out on the bus and follow y'all back to London. But that's not important right now. Because as the full moon reaches its apex, you can see rising from the relatively still waters of the loch a form that you have only ever seen in Wikipedia pages and Google image searches of a hump out of the water that then goes to still water, that then goes to a large elongated head that looks like what people have said it was. Almost like a plesiosaur or some kind of water lizard.
Water horse.
This isn't a selkie or a. It's not a water horse. Water horses are terrifying. I think they're Irish legends, but I'll have to look that up later. They get like children, like they'll be like, "Aha, I'm a horse." No, I'm a water horse, and like because you're a kid, I'm glued to you, and I'm gonna run into the water and then drown your child.
Christ.
Yeah, myths on the British Isles are fucking deadly. So anyway, the telltale sign of the Loch Ness monster comes towards the beach that you all have settled on, and every Fomori and passerby looks at it in awe. But there's one thing that the photograph doesn't catch about it. There's one thing that was never captured or talked about with Nessie, is that when you stare at Nessie, when you look at her face, the eyes, no matter the lighting, are white pits that seem to shift about unnaturally, as if someone was drawing the eye lines and the animation was going off of keyframe constantly. They're shaky and they stay where that eyes should be, but they stare at you. And as that it approaches, it doesn't get close enough that it would have to use what legs might exist below the water, but it stares to you all, and it lets out a low,
haunting melody.
a very haunting melody, as Nessie graces your party.
Does she let us ride her?
Wow, you just immediately went there.
I'm gonna be honest. Who wants to roll?
Animal Ken?
What would that be? What would that be? Charisma and Animal
Oh, please
Ken?
Christ, yes. I'm from Appalachia. I know how to deal with this.
I can roll on that too.
Ooh,
I will absolutely try to get
Okay.
a free willy ride from Nessie with Animal Ken.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Holy shit, she makes whale noises.
So if Rowan is going to help, I will let you guys know, for the sake of transparency, that End of Sadness has the better role for this.
So good at it.
All right.
If Rowan is going to help, I will give End of Sadness an extra 2 dice as a teamwork thing.
Okay, let me.
Does that sound
Sure.
fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Let me.
Okay, so you both paddle out and try to coerce Nessie.
Okay, I will.
Layla, meanwhile, is just standing on the water, staring at Nessie, too distracted to notice these two imbeciles going to try to mount the spirit angel dinosaur.
Can you say it like that?
Just why this is happening.
Oh, wait, now I see why it's not working. What's the difficulty on Nessie?
It's difficult to ride Nessie.
Things that I never thought that I'd have to say in my GMing career. I'm gonna. Okay, so I would say that normally Nessie would be a 9.
Makes sense to me.
However, Nessie has been coerced to come out by the demons who were scared to death by a botch. So I'm going to lower it to a 7.
Okay. And
Because,
does this count as socialization? Like, gain her to let us ride her?
okay, so here's the thing. Okay, if you want it to count as socialization, I will up the difficulty to 8.
Nah, that's fine.
But give you the specialty, because then Nessie might show up at random points in real life.
I can always come back and make friends with Nessie if I wanted to show up in real life. I don't need that. I'll just roll for us to get the Polaroid.
Okay.
Okay. Difficulty 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Holy fuck.
Now, I will point out why I have Animal Ken 5, and it's not because the first session was Nessie. The reason I have Animal Ken so high is because the original version of Fomori used to be exclusively animals back in the day, and I use Animal Fomori, so I abso-fucking-lutely have to be able to handle them so they don't go goddamn bear crazy on me. Of all the things that are important, I cannot be mauled to death
That's
by
totally
bears.
fair.
Or acid-spitting dogs from the thing.
Actually. There was no way for me to ensure the animals wouldn't turn on me because none of that is written in any of the bullshit about Animal Fomori, so I erred on the side of caution.
Okay, so with 6 successes, you can get yourself, your friends, the leader of the Fomori.
Grandpa deserves it.
Grandpa can go out and get his water aerobics in. And if you want a random passerby that was never part of the party
this is a private meet and greet with the celebrity. This is no, we won't be doing that. We won't be sharing that moment with a stranger. That's weird.
Okay. I'll make sure that Nessie remembers that for future endeavors in case you try to socialize the Loch Ness fucking monster.
This is a more intimate meeting. It's not really about strangers.
So, you all go out. So here's my question: who is riding like right up near the plesiosaur neck?
I mean, I would want to, but I will also defer to anyone else because I'm a good friend.
Wherever
I think you've earned it.
Allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've earned it.
Yeah. Once Layla sees what these lunatics are doing and that it's actually fucking working, she just dives straight into the loch, and a few moments later comes like at significantly faster than a human should be able to swim. Comes like bounding across the surface of the water, in and out like a fucking dolphin, and up onto Nessie's back.
So,
holy shit.
You all swim with the Loch Ness monster.
This is perfect.
Nessie lets you ride on her for about an hour, maybe a little bit more, before dropping you all off at the shore. And then Nessie looks to you all with those vacant white eyes. The kinds of eyes that stare into nothingness and the soul. And Nessie opens her mouth. And what you expect to be the sound of a whale or what the GM thinks a plesiosaur might sound like is not there. What is there is a single word that is kind of strained through the vocal cords of the reptilian aquatic creature, as it just kind of goes, Mithras, and then dives back down.
Well, that's something off the bucket list.
What the fuck? Did she?
Goodbye, Nessie. I love
Right?
you.
And cut.
Just standing there on the beach.
And cut.
I did have a thing to say.
Hot damn.
Oh, please go ahead.
I'm going to turn to you guys, once we get back to like the camper or whatever. Like, I know that's a perfect cut place, but maybe this is after credits where it's like, I have to admit, when I first started this idea of like finding more people like me, and like, I know it wasn't my idea, but it's something I was doing. I was worried it was because every single day since my change was going to be like a fight. Like, Despair 7's been telling me nonstop about the things that are going to happen and the troubles ahead. And I thought, this was going to be like a thing. I thought that's why we went on this vacation, because it was going to be the one last hurrah. But like, that was not bad. I think things are going to be okay. That was not a bad day we just had,
Yeah, we surfed the Loch Ness fucking monster.
None of us could have done that on our own either, right?
No.
It took
definitely
actually
not.
all of
No.
us to pull that off. And that's it. That's what Men of Sadness' thing was. It's like, that was not a bad day.
Hooray. You all had one good day before you went back to London.
Yeah. Wait for that reality to hit you in the face.
Session 2. Back to Brexit.
Everyone put your fucking mask on. Get your meter sticks. Don't let them get near you. One person to the grocery store. One person.
And now we become a super spreader event.
Oh, God. But are we good to wrap there? Is that what we're
Well,
pushing
we're
for?
wrapping.
All
I
right.
think
Well,
so.
Yeah, that
Brendan,
sounds
you
good.
start off the thing. The I am.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I haven't listened to this a million times. So, I was Brendan.
Devin.
Holden.
And
Sam.
this was sponsored by nobody. Signing off.
This game is a collaboration between A Pair of Dice Lost and Sponsored by Nobody podcasts. You can find us at apairofdicelost.podbean.com and sponsoredbynobody.podbean.com. You can find Exalted vs. World of Darkness over at holdenshearer.wordpress.com.